Good evening. In this edition, we're going to try to touch base on a couple of things that have become a point of contention in terms of rules and regulations. There have been some special amendments made for the 2014 season. We're primarily touching on the elite competition, but some of these new stipulations will affect both, well, all divisions rather, and should pay close attention to them. They aren't new, but they've been added in the rules and regulations for the 2014 season, primarily to avoid some instances which had occurred a couple of seasons prior. Firstly, let's deal with one that will affect all divisions. And it's where it says no player may take part in any match in any division if he is declared a member of a team selected to take part in a match in other division in a series which is not yet completed. Laws of wording, but what basically means is this. If you've been selected, for instance, in an intermediate game, which is going to be played Saturday, and your team has won in 2 days, has won by the second Saturday, you are not allowed to start another game. Therefore, you won't be allowed to start an elite game or a second division game, which will start on what is the scheduled third day of that game. If you do, the team you represent will lose that match by default and forfeit all points. I'll repeat that again. You're selected to play in a game which is scheduled to play on 3 Saturdays. So let's say it's July 7th, 14th, and 21st. The game is finished on the 14th. You cannot start a game on the 21st or you will forfeit those points. I think that's pretty straightforward, pretty simple to understand. Some people have had problems with this rule before. It's been put in stipulations now so you can indeed understand what they're trying to say. Now, one of the other rules of contention is the whole batting and bowling points scenario for the elite division. The first thing we're going to touch on is a rain affected game. And this is if you have the first 2 days being rained out and it comes down to a one game scenario. First of all, there can't be any less than 20 overs a side per team, which means that the minimum overs will be allowed to play will be 40 overs. In the event that a team wins after 40 overs, and a win in this stage is the team which ends up the most runs. It therefore becomes a one innings game. So if you're playing a 20 over competition, a 40 over competition, which is 20 overs a side, first team bats 20 overs, scores 120, the other team scores 121, they win, and for that win they receive 5 points. The team which loses the match gets no points, a no decision is 2 points, and a tie is 3 points. Also, you are capable of attaining batting and bowling points on that one day. Now, for first 80 runs you score, you get 1 point. And this is in fours and sixes. If you're at fours and sixes, you're going to remember there are still a couple of teams, think CJ Maple and ICBL Empire, that play threes and fours at their local ground. So if you are playing at a ground that's fours and sixes, you score 80 runs, you get a point. You score 150 runs, you get another point. Now 240 runs, you collect a third batting point. At the threes and fours ground, first point would be at 70 runs, second point at 135 runs, and the third batting point at 220 runs. Now, in regards to whether you're playing threes and fours, the wickets don't change. You get a point for 3 wickets, another point for 5 wickets, and any wickets over 6. So 6 plus wickets, you pick up another point, and that will give you 3 points. Remember, there was a lot of contention about this rule a couple years ago where teams weren't quite sure about the point system as far as a one day scenario is concerned. Now, in situation where you've had all 3 days played, I think that's pretty straightforward as well. For a threes and fours ground, you get your first 2 points at 175. So at 175 runs, you get 2 batting points. At 225 runs, you get an additional batting point that will give you 3 points. And at 275 runs, you get 3 points. You get another point that will take you to 4 points. So for maximum batting points on a threes and fours ground, you need to score 275 runs or more. For fours and sixes ground, you get your first 2 batting points at 200 runs. Your second point, which will take to 3 batting points at 250 runs. And for that complete 4 batting points, you need to score 300 plus runs. And as far as the bowling is concerned, as we said earlier, it doesn't matter whether it's a threes and fours and sixes. The bowling points don't change. You get your first 2 bowling points at 5 wickets. Your next bowling point, which is your third bowling point, after you pick up the next 3 wickets, so that's at 8 wickets. And then when you pick up the ninth wicket, you'll pick up that extra point that'll give you 4 points. So for the bowling, you get 2 points at 5 wickets, get another point at the fall of the 8th wicket, and another point at the fall of the ninth wicket. So you'll get 4 points for picking up 9 wickets. And this is adjustment being made. They fill around this a couple of seasons because guys have been declaring early, that kind of stuff to disadvantage teams from getting bowling points. So I think this one kind of tends to work out a lot more fair for most teams. So I hope that this has been able to explain the rules for you, and that you'll be pretty able to understand. The rules are pretty straightforward. If you have any doubts, you can go to the BCA website. That website is bcacricket.org. On the top right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a BCA toolbox. You can click on that. You'll have a drop down menu. You can just click on 2014 rules and regulations. All the rules and regulations are there in PDF format. And if you're interested in prizes, the winner of the elite team this year will collect $20,000, second place $10,000, third place $7,000, and fourth place $5,000. Division 1, the winners will get $8,000, second place $5,000, the third place $3,000. Winners of the intermediate will get $6,000, second place $4,000, losing semifinalists $2,500 each. The winner of this Division 2, they'll pick up $4,000, second place $3,000, losing semifinalists $1,500 each. And in the school zone, the winner will get $3,000, second place $2,000, and the zone winners will pick up $1,000 each. So as I said, all this information is available for you on the BCA website, bcacricket.org. You can go there. It's a PDF file. You can download it, save it on your smartphones if you need to take it to the ground. For any queries, you can call the BCA directly, 2741325. Roxanne Fort, she's the operations manager there. You can create operations manager there. You can contact her for any query. So, hope that this will clarify some issues for you. And as the BCA Elite season continues, no longer BCA Line, it's called the BCA Elite season, the BCA season. No sponsorship from Line this year. But as you guys go forward, pay close attention to these rules and regulations. They'll become vitally important. Also of note, never forget the importance of the match ref. Remember, some guys have found themselves before discipline committees, and some bans have gone out already. Last couple of seasons, you don't want to find yourself in that situation. The match referee is responsible for the behavior of players on and off the field, and the spectators when they're playing home as well. Remember, guys, cricket might finish at 5:30, but that doesn't suggest that at 5:31 you're off the hook. There's a half-hour grace period after the cricket that the match referee is still responsible for the behavior of players. So be careful, guys. Enjoy the cricket. Have a good season. Pay close attention to these rules and regulations. bcacricket.org is the website. You can go there, download it, have a look at it. You can always come back to this video at any time. You'll find it on my Facebook page or on YouTube. Good evening and enjoy the season, guys.